Hi everyone, welcome back. In this lesson you are going to go over the draw tools. And you will start with the pencil tool. You can press N to go to the pencil tool and just draw like this. When you're drawing, Illustrator will create a stroke for you, just like this. You can go ahead and change the size of the stroke. Although we've drawn them already, but you can come to them again and select them, then change the stroke size. Just like this. I want to change the size of the stroke. I can make it bigger or smaller. I mean the width of the stroke. And then there's another option. If I select one of these strokes that I created or the lines that I created and I go to the pencil tool, I can continue drawing over them just like this. Pencil tool and brush tool, they are very useful when you have a Wacom tablet or a pen with your computer. If you come over to the pencil tool, double click on it, you have this option, keep selected. This is what enables the continuity of the line. For example, if I want to change the shape of this line, or if I want to draw over it and make it longer, we can do it like this, and you can change the shape of the line completely just like this, draw over it. So make sure when you want to continue drawing over a line, make sure that it is selected first. Okay, now if I double click on it, we have the fidelity. This will make your line smoother and also less smooth. Now it's not very smooth and it's accurate. It will try to replicate what you have drawn as much as possible, and it will create a lot of anchor points. If you double click on it and make it smooth, now Illustrator will do its best to smooth your line. So your line will not be very accurate, but it will be very smooth and it will have a lot less anchor points. So just like this, you are creating very smooth lines. Let's try something with the closed shape. As you can see, it's very smooth. Now if I double click on the pencil tool, just double click on it and make it accurate. Now if we create an infinity shape, now as you can see, it's not smooth at all, and Illustrator will draw whatever you draw. It will not smooth it for you. Clothing the paths, if you double click on the pencil tool for the clothing path, now we have written 8 pixels. This means whenever the int is 8 pixels close to the start, they will close automatically. Right now they were not close enough, that's why the shape is not closed. Let's create another one. This time you will get close. As you can see, the shape closed automatically. You will see a circle below the pencil when the shape is about to be closed. These are the settings that I use usually. I put this in the middle. I check keep selected, and the close path I make it 13 pixels. So just like this, when you create something, it will be closed when it is 13 pixel close. Now let me remove all of these things. I will show you one last thing about the pencil tool. I just select all of them and I remove them like this. Now when you draw with the pencil tool, if you press on the shift, you can create straight lines, just like this. And you can go to any direction that you want. There is another thing that I want to show you. If you go to the pencil, double click on it, you have this option key toggle to smooth tool. Like this, when you're pressing on the Alt or option, it will change the tool to the smooth tool. So you don't need to come over here and change it to the smooth tool. Just press on the Alt or option and it will change to the smooth tool. Just like this, you can smoothen your lines. Okay, we covered most of the things about the pencil tool. Now we will go to the brush tool. The brush tool acts a lot like the pencil tool. So now let's go and cover that. So this is the paint brush tool. Just click on it like this or press B. And also you can change between the pencil and brush tool with the B and N key on the keyboard. The difference between the brush tool and the pencil tool, with the pencil tool you don't see your line until it's finished. As you can see, we are finished and then the line is drawn. With the paintbrush tool, you will see your line from the beginning. It will paint over there. If you double click on the paintbrush tool, you will have these options. They are similar to the pencil tool. Now, this is the smoothness of the line. I always keep it over there, and you can also keep selected. We just can select this one, go to the paintbrush tool, and change the shape of this line to whatever you want, as you can see. And you can also continue drawing for the same line. So it is a lot similar to the pencil tool. And these two tools are very useful when you're using a pen or the Wacom tablet. If you go over there, you can change the size of the stroke and also the color of it. So just like this, we change the color and the size of the stroke. If you press on the shift, you can create straight lines with the brush tool, just like this. While you are holding on the shift, you can only draw straight lines for one side. If you want to create another direction, you have to release the shift button and then try to create a line or a straight line for another direction. You can also make the diagonal lines just like this. If you want to make a closed shape with the brush tool, there is a different way than the pencil. Right now, when you try to create a closed shape, it's not going to close. So as you can see, they are not closed. You can close it with pressing on the Alt or Option. Now, if you click on the Alt or Option, just like this, your shape will be closed, even if the start and the end are far away. So there is one more thing that I want to show you, which is the simplify the paths. I've just created this random shape. If you go to the object and then path, then simplify. So this one will simplify your path and it will reduce the number of the anchor points that you have. If you click on the three dots, not this one, but this one, you will have this window open. You can play with the simplify the curve. You can show the original to see the difference between the new line. And as you can see, the original we have 40 points and the new one has 11. I will leave this for you to go ahead and play with the simplify the shape and see what it will change in your shapes. Of course, it will make it more smooth and reduce the number of the anchor point. Let's create something else. I'm going to make a square. Sorry, I'm pressing on the shift to make a straight line. So I'll just make a simple square like this. And then I'll press on the shift to close it. I mean, Option, not the shift. Option or Alt. Now it's closed. We will go to the object, make sure it is selected, then go to the object path and simplify. Press on these three dots. And like this, we can change the corners and also the overall look of this square that we have. Simplify the path is very useful when you are working with complex drawings and when you are drawing something with many anchor points and you want to reduce them, you can just use the simplify the path. Okay guys, this is the end of this lesson. In the next lesson, we will be doing some exercises on the pencil tool and paintbrush tool. See you there!